Hello, beautiful people. I want to share with you one of my favorite chapters from the book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff, written by Richard Carlson. So, the chapter that I particularly love is chapter 6. So, remind yourself that when you die, your in basket won't be empty. So for me in particular, this chapter really resonated because for a while I'd say I was quite addicted to getting things done, cramming in a lot of space, and feeling that sense of overwhelm deep in my chest, like an anxiousness of getting things done, an anxiousness of falling behind, an anxiousness of not making the most of my time and my energy. Basically, like extreme FOMO. So this chapter goes into that the point of an inbox or an in tray, an in basket, he says, sorry, is that it's full. An in basket is meant to have things that need looking at. And the purpose of life is not to complete your in basket, to get to the end where there's nothing to do, and it's actually just not possible. There will always be things to do. And it is very liberating to have that realization and for that to sink in, that there will always be things to do, that you may tick off something on your list, but there will always be something else to replace that. And also, if in a way you can flip that in your mind, that it's great to always have ideas, it's great to always have things to do. It means that you're doing something right, that your time is in demand, and that you're never going to run out of ideas. You will never be lost for something to do. You're an ideas person. So if we can change our perception on getting things done is it's the point of it all, and instead actually, that cliche of enjoying the journey and actually looking at what these to-dos are contributing to and tying them back to our why and our bigger motivation, that's where the real satisfaction comes from. So for myself, when I stopped feeling that franticness and that busyness of getting things done and, okay, I'll get all this done and then I'll relax, there was a real freedom in that. There was a real allowing of life. And so being able to slow down and recognize that it won't all be done, very, very liberating. It helps us to stop and be in the moment and appreciate what we are actually doing with our time. So if that does slightly sound cliche, to enjoy the moment and to look at your tasks as something to be grateful for rather than extremely stressed about, that's okay. I mean, cliches are cliches for a reason, but there's that message behind that overwhelm doesn't have to dictate your life. It can, and it can imply that there's more that you should be looking at in your life and actually taking value in those things that at present might be stressing you out. So taking a step back, changing our perceptions, that's one way of really helping with overwhelm and actually getting on top of this to-do list by appreciating it more and linking those things to what the final outcome of such projects are and things like that, but realizing that there will always be steps along the way and new things to do. So I hope that's food for thought, and if you feel like picking up that book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, please do. It's just phenomenal. And let me know your favorite chapter. I'd love to hear what your thoughts were about the book. Have a really good afternoon.